is the fight for Pagat. Good evening, Guam. I'm Tina Chow.
And I'm Jeff Marchessault for Guam News Watch. Tonight, the gloves come off after countless meetings, letters, and phone calls. The Guam Preservation Trust has been getting nowhere fast. The group, along with We Are Guahan, have been fighting to keep the military from using Pagat as a firing range. Now they are backed into a corner and forced to take legal action. Chris Pinko has more.
Though it was not as dramatic as this today, the Guam Preservation Trust, We Are Guahan, and the National Preservation Trust have officially struck the first blow in the fight to protect Pagat. In a press conference at the Lujan House, the Guam Preservation Trust announced that they have filed suit against the Department of Defense. The complaint is filed in District Court in Hawaii, which is where Guam's environmental impact statement was coordinated.
At a bare minimum, just compliance with the law, and that would require them to honestly look at all reasonable alternatives. We say that they didn't look hard enough on their own, within their own footprint. So I think at a minimum, it's easy to say what we're asking for.
The complaint is over 80 pages, but the message is clear. The trust feels that the military has not done enough research to find possible alternative sites to Pagat. The complaint also states that the DoD is in violation of the National Environmental Policy Act, the National Historic Preservation Act, and the Coastal Zone Management Act. The Preservation Trust's case is being handled by the stateside law firm of S&R Denton. The firm offered to represent the Preservation Trust pro bono shortly after it was named one of the 11 most endangered historic places. Though the preservation team has a tough battle ahead of them, S&R Denton attorney Nick Yost feels confident.
A lot of cases since I wrote those regulations 30-some years ago, and this is a very strong case.
The DoD's lack of attention to local community complaints is what led to this point. The lawsuit is not just the last resort, it may also be the last stand.
If litigation is not successful, then we really have no other course. This has been our last course of action. We did not want to come to this juncture, but we've exhausted everything. The people of Guam, the students have come out and say, let's save Pagat, and apparently the Department of Defense have not paid attention to that.
Now, the fate of Pagat may rest in the hands of the plaintiff's high-powered legal team. Keeping it local for Guam News Watch, I'm Chris Pinko.
Now, as you may remember, Guam's voice in Washington, Congresswoman Madeline Berdalio, voiced her concerns over Pagat at this protest meeting back in July, when Newswatch heard her telling a protester she's pushing for DoD to go to Tinian. And today she reacted to news of the lawsuit with a statement that while she hasn't seen the details of the suit, she believes it will provide answers as to whether feasible alternatives were explored. She says she remains unconvinced that a deal could be reached to lease government of Guam land near Pagat without major changes to current plans.